Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we will do a detailed comparison of two budget smartphones, the Xiaomi Redmi 2 with the Lenovo A6000. So these two phones are priced rupees 6,999 and come with similar specs, and they both are available exclusively on Flipkart. So they are available only via flash sale, and they come with impressive spec, and we'll do a detailed comparison of these two devices and see which device fares better in different aspects. So first up, let's see a quick look at the specs. So first up, the Xiaomi Redmi 2. So this device was announced a couple of weeks back, and this comes with a 4.7-inch HD display. It's powered by the Snapdragon 410 quad-core processor with 1GB RAM. There is 8GB internal storage, and there is Android 4.4 KitKat. On top of that, it has the Xiaomi's MIUI 6. That's a heavily customized skin, and here we have an 8-megapixel rear camera with LED flash and a front-facing 2-megapixel camera. So that was the spec aspect. It also comes with a 2200 mAh battery. So that's the battery powering the Xiaomi Redmi 2. Now moving on to the Lenovo A6000. This was first announced at the CES and went on sale in Jan, and this device comes with a 5-inch HD display. It's powered by Snapdragon 410 quad-core processor with 1GB RAM, and there's also 8GB internal storage. There is again an 8-megapixel rear camera, very similar to the Redmi 2. It has LED flash and a front 2-megapixel camera. This again runs Android 4.4 KitKat, and this is upgradable to Android 5.0 Lollipop. Lenovo has clearly mentioned that during the second half of this year, the Android 5.0 Lollipop update would be rolled out, and this runs on a custom Vibe UI which is on top of Android 4.4 KitKat. So the spec aspect, we can see both devices have very similar hardware, the Snapdragon 410 with 1GB RAM. Only the display size varies. Now let's go into the detailed aspect of the comparison. First step, let's see the design and build quality. In the design aspect, these two devices are pretty good looking smartphones in this price category. So first step, let's see the Xiaomi Redmi 2. So Redmi 2 has been improved in terms of the design and build quality when compared to the Redmi 1S. So this has really premium matte finish rear panel. The edges are curved. It gives a really solid feel to the hand, and it also the weight of the device has been reduced when compared to the Redmi 2. So all in all, this is a premium looking budget smartphone with great build quality, and overall fit and finish also looks really good. So this device is really really premium looking device. For this rupees 6,999 it is being sold at. Now moving on to the Lenovo A6000. This is again a beautiful looking device. It's pretty slim, and the design is really good. The material quality is again good. We already done this review. So this device also comes with really great finishing, and the quality of materials used is pretty good. So these two devices have really great build quality in the budget category, and they are really good. So all in all, we would say this is a personal choice on whether you want the Lenovo A6000 or the Xiaomi Redmi 2, because Lenovo A6000 has a higher display size. It's 5-inch when compared to the 4.7-inch on the Redmi 2. So it's a personal choice on whether you want a bigger display or a compact display. But regarding the design and build quality, both these devices are pretty good. Now moving on to the display. Both these devices have the HD display. Since the Redmi 2 has a smaller resolution, a smaller screen size, the pixels per inch is slightly higher on the Redmi 2. But having said that, both these devices have really good displays. They're vibrant, sharp, and have great brightness and overall quality. But the touch response on the Lenovo A6000 is slightly sticky kind of nature, but the Redmi 2 has a slightly better touch response. But having said that, the Redmi 2 has a highly reflective display when compared to the Lenovo A6000. So all in all, again in the display aspect, we can't really choose a winner. Both these devices have really great displays and come with really good displays at this price point. So now moving on to the software and performance. So this is where there is difference in terms of both these devices. So first up, let's see the Redmi 2. So this device comes with Redmi 2 comes with Android 4.4 KitKat, but the important aspect is that it runs on MIUI version 6. So MIUI, we already said, it's a heavily customized OS. You can see here the notification center. It's everything customized. Lots of features have been added here. It has a custom camera interface, lots of additional tools and functions which is otherwise not available on the stock Android. So if you love customization, this device is really treat to use. It also has themes and other steps. You can see here there is lots of themes to offer. You can customize the icons, wallpaper, lock screen. Every bit of the device is customizable. So it's a heavily customized OS, and it does offer lots of features when compared to the stock Android. Now the company has not announced any lollipop upgrade for this device. Probably it might get, we are not really sure on that, but this is more like a MIUI version which will be getting update rather than the core software. So right now it runs Android 4.4 KitKat and MIUI version 6. Now moving on to the Lenovo A6000, this runs again Android 4.4 KitKat, and this also has a custom UI called Vibe UI. So we first tested the Vibe UI on the Vibe X2. So comparing to Vibe X2, this is a stripped down variant of the Vibe UI, but it still does have lots of options to offer. So you can see here the quick toggles are available. It's a custom notification center. There are lots of options available, but when you compare with the Redmi 2, the options and features are very limited when you compare with the MIUI 6. So the Vibe UI does not offer as many customization options like the Redmi's MIUI 6, but still it does offer additional features when compared to the stock Android. So both these devices have these multiple home screens and does not feature an app drawer. So in that aspect, both these devices are similar, but in the overall software experience, we would say the Redmi 2 with the MIUI 6 is slightly superior to the Lenovo's Vibe UI, because it does offer lots of additional features when compared to the Vibe UI. So that was the software aspect. Now moving on to the performance, both these devices are powered by the same Snapdragon 410 quad-core processor with 1GB RAM. So in that aspect, both these devices have very similar performance. They are pretty good in terms of the overall performance. While the gaming performance was slightly better on the Lenovo A6000, the multitasking and other performance was slightly better on the Redmi 2. So it's a combination of both devices having great performance in this price point. Remember, this is priced just 6,999, and in this price point, this device have pretty good performance aspect. Now talking about the call quality and speaker performance, both these devices have very good performance. Now the Lenovo A6000 has Dolby speakers. So you can see here it's powered by the Dolby on the rear speakers. So the quality of sound is pretty good when compared to the Redmi 2. So in terms of the performance, there is one additional important aspect to consider. Both these devices have 8GB internal storage, and out of which around 4 to 4.5GB is available to the user. But important aspect is that on the Lenovo A6000 you can install apps directly onto the SD card, which is probably missing on the Redmi 2. So if you install a lot of apps, then you might run out of storage on the Redmi 2, but you may not have that issue on the Lenovo A6000. So in that aspect, we would say the Lenovo A6000 is superior, because both these devices, although can expand the storage by micro SD card, you can directly install apps on the Lenovo A6000, while you can't do that on the Redmi 2 with MIUI 6. So that was the software and performance aspect. Now moving on to the camera. So both these devices sports 8-megapixel rear camera with LED flash. So they again similar in terms of spec. Again, the front facing camera also is 2 megapixel. So they're both pretty much similar in terms of the camera as well. So we have tested the camera in various conditions, including daylight, low light, and other aspects. So you can't really say one camera is superior to the other, but we'll break down the camera aspects and we'll compare this. For the daylight shots, we would say the Redmi 2 is better than the Lenovo A6000, because it has vivid colors and looks much better. But in the macro shots, again, it's both these devices have really good performance. And in the low light, that is where the Lenovo A6000 wins over the Xiaomi Redmi 2. And even the flash performance is really good with Lenovo A6000. So all in all, we would say it's a combination of both these devices. But if you're looking for daylight, that's where most of the photos are taken. Then in that aspect, the Lenovo's 6000 camera is slightly lower in terms of performance when you compare with the Redmi 2. So again, Redmi 2 can record videos in 1080p, that's a full HD recording, when compared to the 720p on the Lenovo A6000. So again, Lenovo has cut down on the cost by providing only a 720p recording on the A6000, while the Redmi 2 offers 1080p video recording. Now coming to the camera interface, both these devices have pretty much feature-rich camera interface. While the A6000 interface is slightly difficult to use when compared to the Redmi 2, it does offer lots of features. So that was the camera aspect. So all in all, we would say we would be slightly inclined to choose the Redmi 2 over the Lenovo A6000 in the camera aspect. Now talking about the battery performance. The Xiaomi Redmi 2 features a 2200 mAh battery, while the Lenovo A6000 comes with a 2300 mAh battery. Both these devices are 4G LTE supported, and the battery performance is pretty good on these devices. We tested the battery performance on these two devices with social networking and other email apps configured in the background, and we could easily get 1 day of usage with either of these devices. So the battery performance is again pretty much similar on both these devices. So now we have compared almost every aspect of these two devices. So which is better in terms of value for money aspect. So both these devices are priced exactly same, rupees 6,999, and have similar specs. So first up, let's see, if you want a bigger display, obviously the Lenovo A6000 makes sense. If you're looking for a customized software, a lot of additional features, then we would say the MIUI 6 has better software experience, and also the camera is slightly better on the Redmi 2. But having said that, if you install lots of apps, then probably the Lenovo A6000 makes sense because it can install apps on the SD card. Both these devices have 4G LTE support, but the Redmi 2 has a dual 4G LTE. That means both the SIM cards are LTE enabled, while on the Lenovo A6000 the second SIM card is just 2G enabled. So again, that was the detailed comparison of the Lenovo A6000 with the Redmi 2. So hope you like this video. If you have any queries regarding this video, just drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.